Good morning students. In last video we have discussed about the agriculture practices first step preparation of soil, and in this video we will discuss about the remaining steps of agriculture practices. And second step is sowing the seeds. Before sowing, good quality, clean and healthy seeds of a good variety are selected. The mean of good variety, that the plants and trees those are having good quality, so those plants and trees are known as a good are considered as a plant and trees of good variety. So seeds are obtained from good variety of plants or trees. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give high yield. High yield means higher production. Tools used for sowing seeds. Two types of tools is used: traditional tools and seed drill. The tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like a funnel, and the seeds are filled into the funnel. And this is a tool that is tool used traditionally, and the shape of this tool like a funnel, and the seeds are filled into the funnel. The seeds are filled into this funnel, passed down toward three pipes, and these pipes having sharp end, and because of these pipes having sharp end, and when seeds come at this position, then this end can pierce into the soil and seeds are sown in the soil. So these end pierce into the soil and place seed there, or sow the seeds there. Next is seed drill. This is a seed drill, and seed drill structure are same as we saw in the cultivator structure. Nowadays seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractor, and seed drill is also pulled by the tractor. This sows the seeds uniformly at equal distance and equal depth. Means that these are the seeds, and seeds are sown at having an equal distance between each other and at an equal depth from the field surface. And sowing by using a seed drill saves time and labor. Next is ideal condition for sowing seeds. Appropriate distance between the seeds is necessary to avoid overcrowding of plants. If appropriate distance between the seeds is not kept, here appropriate distance between the seeds are available. If this distance is not maintained, then at a small area so many plants are grown up, and there are a lack amount of or sufficient amount of sunlight, nutrients and water not available to each plant, and in this condition growth of plants may affected. So it is very necessary to put the appropriate distance between the seeds so that each plants can get sufficient sunlight, nutrition and water from the soil. Next step is adding manure and fertilizers. Manure and fertilizers are the substances that are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plant. And because of the manure and fertilizers, the production of crop occurs at a wide range. Manure is an organic substances that are obtained from decomposition. Decomposition means breakdown of substances. So from the decomposition of plants and animal waste, decomposition is caused by some microorganism such as bacteria and fungi. This is a decaying part of plants and animal, and this is converted into simplest form or decomposed, or we can say that plants and animals decaying part converted into or are broken down into simplest substance by the microorganism, and that microorganism are such as bacteria and fungi. Next is fertilizers. Fertilizers are chemicals which are rich in a particular nutrient. Fertilizers are produced in factories and made by. So next point is disadvantage of using fertilizers. Excessive use of fertilizers has made the soil less fertile. The meaning of fertile is the capable of producing abundant vegetation or crops. Abundant means higher in a higher amount. If if lands are added to excessive fertilizers, then the soil of that land becomes less fertile, that are not capable of giving higher amount of production. Second is fertilizers have also become a source of water pollution, because fertilizers that are chemicals add in the soil, and in the rainy season water falls on the land, and in that water fertilizers gets mixed, and that water pass down up to the water bodies and makes the water of water bodies pollute. So this is the disadvantage of fertilizers. Now come at the advantage of manure. Improves soil texture. Improves the soil texture means that the soil having higher nutrients make the soil texture. So improved soil texture means that manure added higher amount of nutrition in the soil and improves their soil texture, as well as its water retaining capacity means water holding capacity. Next, it replenishes the soil with nutrients. Replenishes means that manure add again nutrients to the soil, and that nutrient previously has been utilized. So make the soil having nutrients again. Next is leaving the land fallow. When land is left fallow for a certain period of time, the land replenishes its nutrition by itself. The mean of this, that after harvesting, there are the plants that are grown up. After maturing these plants, these crops are harvested, but some parts of these crop or these plants are left in the field, because some part of these plants such as roots and leaves are left in the field because of to increase the soil having nutrients. So the land replenishes its nutrients by itself, because root and leaves part and some other parts when are left behind in the field, then roots and leaves, as they are organic matter, plants parts, so they are decomposed and convert into simplest substances that give nutrients to the soil. Next step is irrigation. The supply of water to crops at regular intervals is called irrigation. Here are the two methods. First is sprinkler method and next is drip system. In a sprinkler method, water is sprinkled to the crop. So this system is known as sprinkler system. The main pipe is attached with further distributed pipes, and the main pipe is attached with water source, and water is flown in the pipes through motor and by the motor, and the pipe and the water that is flown in main pipes distributed further into pipes, and here are the perpendicular pipe, and these pipes are perpendicular to the land, and when water comes into this perpendicular pipe, water escapes from the nozzle. Nozzle attached to the upper region of the perpendicular pipe, and water escapes from this nozzle and get sprinkled on the crops. Next is drip system. In this system, the water falls drop by drop directly near the root. There are the main water pipe, and in which nozzles are fitted, and through nozzles water falls drop by drop to the at the region of roots at each plant. So this is the drip system, and it saves water in a large amount. Next is protection from weeds. In a field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the crop. These undesirable plants are called weeds. And why is these plants are called as undesirable plants? Because they are not allowed to grow in field. They grow naturally along with the crop. Weeding, the removal of weeds is called weeding, and it is necessary because weeds compete with the crop plant for water, nutrition, space and light, and thus they affect the growth of crop. Because in the if weeds are grown between the main crops plant, then crops plants compete for water, sunlight and space, and they cannot take in a sufficient amount of nutrition, sufficient amount of space and water, and thus the growth of the crops plant gets affected. Next is weedicides, chemicals that are sprayed in the field to kill the weeds called weedicides. Next step is harvesting, the cutting of crop. When crop is matured, then cutting process is done. So the cutting of crop is an important task. The cutting of crop after it is mature is called harvesting. Means plant part. In a plant part, such as wheat earring. In a plant of wheat earring is removed in the process of harvesting because wheat grain is present in these wheat earrings. So from the plant of wheat, these wheat earring is removed. So this process is harvesting. Next is threshing. To remove grain seeds or wheat from the wheat earring, known as threshing. Because wheat grain is present in this wheat earring, so there is need to be removed these grains of wheats from this wheat earring. So that process we call threshing, and this is done by machine. In the harvested crop, the grain seeds need to be separated from the chaff, and this wheat earring we call chaff. Chaff means rubbish or unusable things. So this process is called threshing. Next is winnowing, the process of separating the grains from the chaff. This is done after harvesting. After harvesting process, when grain seeds are removed from this wheat earring, or that we call chaff, there is still some part of chaff is remaining between the grains of wheat. Suppose this is the grains of wheat, and there are still some parts of wheat earring is still present, that we called chaff. And so the remove of grain seeds from this chaff known as winnowing, and this winnowing process is done by after threshing process. Next is storage. Proper storage of grains is necessary to protect them from pest and microorganism. Because pest and microorganisms are harmful to the grains, and they can damage the grains. So the proper storage of grains is necessary. So this chapter I have finished here. Solve your worksheet after watching the video. Thank you and have a nice day.